Hi Pisces, welcome to your April 2000 reading. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Pisces. And before I begin, I would like to announce that I am starting a new live presentation. It will be on Thursday at 3:30 called The Psychic Connection. So one of my guidance clients had asked me a question, and she said, how do you know the difference between intuition and a dream or a wish? Which is a really good question, and that is not something that we would ask typically when we're having a reading done. And a lot of people have a lot of questions that they just simply don't know the answer to. This is your opportunity to actually share those questions and get the answers that you're looking for. So if you are interested in participating, and I do hope you do, it'll be this Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, USA, and it will be live. Now, I may not turn the comments on the first time because you have to get acclimated with the sound and everything that takes place during a live session. But please forward your question to ascendingsoulsjourney@gmail.com. It's in the below, there's a link below, or you can look in the About section, or of course go through my website to get to me. But I would love to share your question. You can put on there your name and where you're from, and I will announce that if you'd like me to. Otherwise, you can just, you don't have to include that information. But yeah, join us Thursday. So we are looking at career, finance, love, family, friends, anything that we can find. Any messages I get, I'm going to relay to you. So yeah, the first card we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a person who is trying to keep things in balance, trying to stay grounded. And what I'm seeing, Pisces, is that you are working very hard at keeping your life in a grounded state. Now, some of you, this is for money. You're trying to balance your family and your career. And the next card that comes out is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to find a balance between career and family. And what I'm seeing is you may be a single parent where you're putting in a lot of time commuting your children back and forth. It's hard. It's really hard being a single parent, especially when you have more than one child. One needs to go there, one needs to go there, and you need to be at work. It's very difficult. So you've been putting in a lot of energy and effort trying to keep things balancing, grounded, and you're doing a great job. You're doing very well at it. You're being very logical about the way that you're doing this. Now, for another group of you, you have somebody, it looks like it's family, where you're helping them through an illness. And you're trying to balance your family, your career, and this other person going back and forth. And I have also done that, and that is very, very difficult to do. Yeah, you're doing a great job. They keep telling me to tell you, you're doing a really good job. I don't know if this applies for a group of you or one or two of you, but whichever this situation is, they keep saying, tell them they're doing a great job, okay? Now, they are showing me another group of you where you are trying to balance school. You may be going to college, you may be in high schools and have a job, but you're trying to balance your life out and you're having a lot of struggles with this. And again, the same message is you're doing a great job. Don't be so hard on yourself, is what they're saying. Now, the next card that comes out is the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of you may be focused very much on your career and your finances this month in April. For a group of you, you have a brand new opportunity coming in and you don't really even see this coming. It's like you're working really hard at your job, trying to keep grounded, trying to keep things in order, and all of a sudden this opportunity is going to show up knocking at your door, which does not happen very often. This is somebody you've actually met them through your work. So I see that you've already spoken to them, not necessarily about a job offer, but you have spoken to them enough where they see the value in you as an employee, as a worker. And it may be throwing you a little bit off balance when this information comes in, okay? Like, ooh, I wasn't expecting this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Now, there may be a commute involved in this. It's not like, you know, overseas or anything. This is like an hour. I see an hour or an hour and a half commute. It could be 30 minutes. I see 1:3, which is telling me it's about an hour and a half commute away from you. So it's a little bit further away, but the money is going to be more. So you need to weigh out and figure this out and balance it out. Is it worth the extra time for you to do that commute? Is that money worth it? Is the opportunity? Because what I'm being shown is it will lead into something even greater for this group of you. Now, for another group of you, when we're talking, trying to balance your life with school and the job, you need the money for this job. So it is important that you do continue to do what you're doing. This job is going to give you a bonus or a raise. You have some kind of money coming in through the job that you have. This is for those of you who are in college, high school, and it applies to you or your child, okay, if it's your child. But there is an opportunity for a pay increase to come, which is going to be very, very rewarding. Yeah. So the next card that comes out is the Three of Pentacles. Every card that comes out so far is Pentacles. It's all about work for you this month. Work, 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 work. For some of you, this is about healing. It's about healing the existing relationship that you're in. You may have been putting in a lot of energy and effort, or what you feel you were doing, and your partner has been throwing themselves into their work, and you don't see that they're contributing, because the Three of Pentacles in love is talking about one person and the other working hard to create, on the same level, to create this very special union. When we're talking about money, this is about having all the skill set you need and actually enjoying what you're doing. The one where your partner is throwing themselves into the work, you want to speak to them about this. It is important that you actually communicate, although none of these cards are indicating communication. But you want to take a very methodical approach to this, because they are working what they're showing me, the universe is showing me. Your partner is throwing themselves into the work because they don't want to hear bad news, if that makes sense. It's like they feel a little bit defeated. They feel like you're seeing them as somebody you don't want to continue the relationship with. So instead of trying to work on the relationship, they're throwing themselves into the work. And this can be opposite. It could be you throwing yourself into your job and your partner is thinking this about you. Take the methodical approach to this. Kind of see if you can, they're showing me like planning it out a little bit, like plan out how you're going to present it, where you're going to present it, but definitely communicate to them. Pentacles also indicate healing. It indicates health. It indicates wealth, prosperity. Prosperity covers everything on the material plane, including all of that. You can work this out. Your partner is going to want to put the work in once you have this conversation. But again, make sure that it is planned out. Don't just blurt it out there. You know, I have a Pisces moon, so I dated a Pisces for quite some time, and they can just be like an air sign and kind of throw it out there. And they saying don't do that, okay? Kind of like really look at the whole thing from every aspect so that when you communicate to your partner, they actually understand where you're coming from. Now, some of you have a brand new person coming into your life, and you're working really hard. You're throwing yourself into your work. You're working on your family. You're working on, family issues, trying to get your finances in order. And this person's going to come into your life. This is somebody you do not expect. It's kind of like out of the blue, and you may meet them around a work social setting, because I'm seeing there's a lot of other people around you. This is a person who's very nurturing, very giving, and very generous. They're ready for a long-term relationship, and they see you as somebody they could actually move into a long-term relationship with. And it'll be a really, really good adventure. I'm sorry, I got interrupted. Now, the next card that comes out for you is the Fool card. Yeah, let go. Have faith, have trust in all of these scenarios, okay? When we let go and let God, everything just kind of falls into place. When we try to block things or we try to force things, that's when things start unraveling. And you're working really hard on helping this person overcome their illness, helping yourself through college, through working, through rebuilding relationships or starting brand new one. Everything is saying let go and let God. And the next card that came out with it is the Ace of Cups. So this is an opportunity for you to say, you know what? I give it up to you. I'm going to do my work, be a co-creator, right? And give it to God and let everything fall into place, and it will, and it's going to fall into place in your favor. You will be receiving an opportunity from the universe to start a brand new beginning in love, okay? This is all about somebody being able to open up emotionally, share how they feel. They don't hide it. They don't run away from it or throw themselves into the work. Again, remember, be very methodical when you're trying to repair what is taking place in your current relationship. If you or your partner are throwing themselves into the work and not focusing on the relationship, if you open up on every level, you can turn this relationship around. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love with a brand new person, but it can also be a new beginning within the relationship that you're in. It's all about getting back on the same page, which is why they're showing me for you to be very methodical about the way that you approach your partner. It is fixable, and they do want the same thing that you want. You just need to learn how to communicate this so they don't feel threatened by you, okay? Now, for a small group of you, you do have somebody from the past returning. This person is somebody who is very much a grounded individual. This could be somebody that you dated, somebody that you ended a relationship with. It could be somebody from your past that you never actually got to start this beginning with, but you were very intrigued by them. And because you let go and let God, as soon as you do that, and I'm talking as soon as you do that, within, they're showing me 3 to 5 days for whomever this is applicable for, as soon as you say, all right, God, bring me the right person, that's when this is going to take place, okay? This new person, well, it's somebody that you know, this person is going to resurface back into your life. And it will be within the first 2 weeks of April. And they're going to want to start a new beginning with you. They're going to tell you how they feel about you. And maybe it was something they were too afraid to share way back then, or maybe it's vice versa. And you're going to approach this person. Either which way, when we let go, when we let God, that's when all the good stuff is going to take place. The person you're helping with the illness, for many of you, you will be able to help them get through this illness, okay? I'm seeing they're in the hospital. Maybe it's a heart attack or related to that type of area of the body. It could be in this whole area of the body. So heart, lungs, stomach, intestines. So they're in the hospital for something along that line, and they will recover. So you don't have too much longer to help them through this. So for those of you that you are doing this, and I've been there, my youngest daughter was in and out of hospitals for 2 years. She has autoimmune disease, which actually would make her spleen swell, and then a week later her gallbladder would swell, and then her circulation wouldn't stop. So she'd be completely gray lips, everything. It was crazy. It was always in and out, going to all different specialists, and that was very hard. I had to keep my family life as a single mom, keep my family life in track, keep my career and my finances in track, going back and forth and being with her through all of that. And it is difficult, but ask God for help. Co-create. You're doing your end of it. Let them help you. Let the angels help you through this process. So what we want to take a look at now is your finance card. And afterwards, we will look at the romance card. Actually, a good reading. A lot of career-oriented money, finances. Okay. And the card that came out for you, I love these cards, is self-confidence. So, self-confidence, the law of self-confidence becomes an important part of the working equipment of the leader. The chief reason why the follower does not reach decisions is that he lacks the self-confidence to do so. So for those of you who are working really hard and this new opportunity comes in and you're thinking, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what to do. Believe in yourself. This opportunity that's coming to you is actually because you are viewed as a valuable employee. You're viewed as somebody that actually can bring value to this organization. So when they're watching you, this is really a good thing for somebody to walk up out of the blue and say, I like what you got. I want you to come join my team. That is huge confidence. Let your confidence soar, because it is absolutely meant for you to take that opportunity. Now for romance, let's see what the romance card has to say and tie in with your reading, which is so much based on finances and working hard. But you do have love coming. And we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Some of you, this person coming back from the past is a soulmate to you. Meaning, they were brought into your life for a specific reason. For some of you, it is to help you move into and transform your life into a totally, completely different direction, in a positive upward movement. Either which way, this person coming in is going to be an amazing relationship. It definitely has the potential. For those of you where you're dealing with your partner, you or your partner are putting all your time and effort into work, this may actually be your soulmate, which is why the universe is saying, be methodical, think it out, because they're worth it, and you can rebuild and start a new beginning within the relationship that you're in, because we can do all things with our soulmates, right? So I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching, and don't forget Psychic Connection this Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Much love.